What's going on, lovey dovey's? Auntie Cuckoo's got another doozy for ya. This one's insane. If you read any of the info that I posted, it's crazy. It's literally like, if I can't have you, no one can. And I don't care who I step on, who I kill, who I traumatize in the process. This is one of the most twisted ones I know. I feel like I say that in every story though, right? I don't know. They're all friggin' crazy. But before I start, as usual, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, Storytime Auntie Cuckoo, Kookoo. Let's do it. Let me get into all the deets. So this is the story of Ciera Harp and Rahim Grant. Like in 2013, it takes place in Atlanta, Georgia. And in 2013, Ciera is working as like a club promoter type girl, and Rahim is like literally a rising rapper. Like, he's getting a following, he's getting gigs, shit's happening for him. And they happen to cross paths one night in 2013, and she literally is with a friend and looks at him as like, that's my next baby daddy. I got this, needless to say. So she's all up, whatever. He likes her like savvy, smooth style and is like, you know what? I could see you being a good promoter and promoting my gigs. Like, I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a job. She's like, oh, hearts. When really he's just like, this is a job opportunity. Anyway, so she's like, awesome, great. So hanging out with him, she is not only like now promoting his gigs, but she's completely starstruck and becomes pretty much obsessed with this man. And he's straight up the whole time, apparently. Again, as I always say, I talk in these stories like I know these people, but I don't. I'm just telling you the story and like my perception on it. I don't know these people. I don't know what was said, but this is what I'm thinking happens from the details I know. Does that make sense? All right, here we go. So, he's all out promoting shit, and she's like, yeah, that's my man, back off. Don't be getting up on his shit, like craziness up in the clubs and stuff. He's a rapper. She's like, back up my man type shit. Well, she's supposed to be promoting him. So she's like, one track, like, this is my dude. He's gonna be mine. And he's all like, she's suave, she's smooth, she's cute too. This is my homegirl. I love her. But not like I'm in love with her, So she's like, thinks that they're headed for the hills. And that's not happening. So within 2 months of, meeting him and her starting to work for him to promote, she, one night while they were hanging out, sipping on, whatever they were sipping on. I always want to say sipping on some scissor. You guys remember that song? No? All right. Anyways, so, as they're drinking, she friggin' spikes his drink. Hand to God, that's the details. I wasn't there, but again, that's the details. Hand to God. She spikes his mother effing drink. So he's all like, hey, what's up, Ciera? And she's like, come here, sugar thing. Let me show you a little something, sweaty pitty. And she like, bound to go wow wow, brown cow. That's straight up what happened. So he wakes up the next day and she's like, we made love. And he's like, what? Now I think I got real messed up last night. Can I get some Tylenol? She's like, no, we made love. And he's like, girl, we didn't hook up. You as messed up as I was. Da-da. I don't know. But anyways, 9 months later, pow, pow, pow. Someone has a baby. Ciera shows up and is like, knock, knock, knock. Rahim, I told you. Here's the DNA proof. You are the father. Is that how Maury Povich does it, right? Like, you are the father. You are the baby daddy. And he's like, oh, hell no. But at the same time, he's like, you know what? I ain't going to be no deadbeat dad. I'm going to be there for my kid. I'm going to do what I need to do. And he buckles on down. And he's there for his daughter. Apparently he has a beautiful little girl. So, he's there. Well, she's all like, hold up, hey, thinking he was going to propose, like when he found out this was his baby mama, he was like, no, you cray, no. But, he was like, I'll be there for my child, of course. I'll do whatever I can and support my daughter and give her any and everything I can. I want to be present and part of her life. So now Ciera's like, I got this freaking baby. Like, literally, this baby was clitoral. Collateral damage is what I meant to say. Listen, you guys all judge me when I like mess up my words on live, but like I do my shit live. I don't edit it. What I say is what I say. I don't get to go back and do it 3 times. I just give you what it is, you know? I'd rather just be real with you. So don't judge when I mess up my words or I say like collateral when I meant collateral. Anyways, so not collateral damage literally is what this kid was. Because now Ciera's like, I don't want this baby. This baby was supposed to make me bonded to this man forever. So she literally 3 weeks after giving birth to her baby daughter shows up to Rahim's house, is like, here's your daughter. Screw you. And like bounces out. And he's like, all right, that's cool. Deuces, baby mama. I'll take this child and I will raise her and I'm going to be a good dad. I'm going to give her everything she ever needs, wants, or desires. Peace. And then Ciera's like, what? Hold on. This is Georgia. Unless I sign off because they're unwed, apparently in Georgia, if you were an unwed father, you have no rights. So like still had control. She could pick up that kid and leave at any time. So that's, she continued to hold that child, kind of as a pawn, playing back and forth to get his time and his, affections over the next 2 years. Okay, that brings us to, I think it is, let me get it right, 2017, and she ends up losing her job. And Rahim, of course, again, is still trying to get full custody of his daughter, is like, she loses her job. What if she takes off and goes somewhere else with my daughter? What would I do? So his thought was, all right, I know things are going south for you right now, Ciera. You and our beautiful daughter can move in. And, until you get on your feet. This is, like a temporary thing, but, until you get another job and get your own place. I got you. Please don't take off kind of style. I want to make this clear to you, though, what this arrangement is. She's like, we'll see. Thank you. We'll see. So, needless to say, they lived together for this short time in 2017. And one night, Rahim comes home and he's hanging out. And there's a knock at the door, knockity knock, 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 and it's his personal trainer, who happens to be a very beautiful woman. I don't know her personally again, but that's the word in the street. She happens to be like beautiful. So I don't think it would have mattered either way. This lady was crazy, Ciera. But either way, so his trainer shows up and they were gonna like just chill on the couch, watch some TV and, I don't know, some ESPN or some shit, and then smoke a J and bounce out. Well, Ciera comes out of her room and is livid, like, I'm tired of you bringing these hoes and bitches up in here going crazy. So needless to say, Rahim's personal trainer is like, dude, I think I'm gonna go. And he's like, all right, sorry about this. Catch you on another time. And she bounces and leaves. Well, that's not enough for Ciera. She is livid. And this is literally, so we have the date of when this full incident happened. It is December 29th, 2017. And they're having an argument, and like, even though this woman has now left, Ciera is already enraged and like beyond ticked and just like screaming and yelling at him nonstop. Their 2-year-old daughter is like sitting on her bed listening to this happen. Very important point to remember as I tell this story, because like, it's mind-blowing and heartbreaking to think about this. But this 2-year-old girl sitting on the bed listening to her parents have this fight, and whatever happens, there's a scuffle, something, whatnot. Finally, it brings us to the moment where Rahim pulls out his phone and begins to record himself in the bathroom. And he has like a gash on his head, saying, that this is from Ciera Harp. She has, hit me again, whatever. All of a sudden, he's recording. All of a sudden, Ciera comes up behind him, shoots him in the spine. The man is instantly paralyzed, falls to the ground. The phone falls also. So now it's facing up. And he's, pinned to the ground, but like trying to use his arms and crawl, obviously away from her. Well, it's recording. Ciera walks over the phone recording with the gun in her hand and continues to shoot him 6 more times. This video lasts 13 minutes. In the video, you can hear, and I mean, it is absolutely heartbreaking to like think, to hear, to even imagine. You can hear him begging her, please don't do this. You're going to go to prison forever. please, I need some water. Because, you know, she shoots him 6 more times after the first shot, over 13 minutes, as he's inching his way. And you can hear him begging, I just want to hold my daughter one more time. He's like crawling to his daughter, who's sitting on the bed, bawling, watching this. Yeah, watching this. So, before he gets there, she gives him that finishing shot, and apparently she says, no, you don't get that chance, and shoots him and finishes him off in front of her daughter. Yeah. Craziness, right? No, we're not done. So then she goes into cover-up mode, like, what do I do to fix this? I don't want to go to jail. So she starts screaming of, like, you know, how he had abused her for 4 years, and, you know, you're not going to keep abusing me like this and hurting me, blah, blah, blah. She pulls out a knife and stabs herself 8 to 10 times in her legs. Now, usually when someone does a superficial stab, it's usually like, you can tell it's like they did it self-inflicted. I'm sorry, not superficial. Self-inflicted, it's very superficial normally. You know, it's not that deep. Dude, she had stabbed herself pretty deep, to the point that the police, when they did show up, believed her. Like, she was stabbed deep. Like, she could have bled to death. 8 to 10 times she stabbed herself, then grabs her daughter, runs to the neighbor's house, bangs on the door and says, you know, I've been stabbed, Rahim, he attacked me, he's been abusing me. And the lady's like, you know, where's Rahim? She's like, he's dead, I had to kill him because he was stabbing me. So the police come, like I'd already told you guys, so the police come, you know, whatever, and they're talking to her, and they believe her, because like I said, these stab wounds are serious. Like, she could have died from the amount of blood she was losing from her self-inflicted wounds, but they didn't know that at the time, so they believe her. Eventually they do get, I think it's a week later, that they finally get access to Rahim's phone, and they're able to see the 13-minute video. In it, in the very beginning, you see her walk across the camera with no wounds on her legs. You know, it's very clear that she had done it. And they accuse her of it, and she's like, I don't know. And just like stares at them, like literally. She watched the video of it that they showed her, and then she was like, I don't know. Just sat there. They're like, all right, well, we're going to have to go ahead and charge you with murder. Go ahead and turn around, you know, and arrest her. So that's what happened. Needless to say, because of the video, she was convicted, as she should have been. She was convicted of, in 2019, actually, to be exact. She was convicted of 5 counts of aggravated assault, possession of a firearm during a crime of voluntary manslaughter. And she was sentenced to 125 years. That's the story of friggin' psychopath Ciera Harp. And now I'm going to mess up his name. I did it so good all the time. Rahim Grant, you know, who was on his way to being like a rising rap star, and together made a beautiful 2-year-old daughter that witnessed the murder of her father by her mother. Like, that's just devastating, you know? Heartbreaking. Anyways, so glad I could share that with you guys on a Saturday. Anyways, so, yeah. It's sad stuff, and you know, but it's life. It's what it is, and it's what my degree's in. It's what I know. It's what I'm curious of what makes things happen like this. That's why I'm interested in it. I don't know why you are, but I'm interested in it. 'Cause, like, you know, I want to know, like, how does this happen? What makes people tick like this? You know, how do people deal with it? You know, how did it get to this point? That's always where I'm coming from. So I do a lot of background on, like, the people that, you know, the perpetrators. But I don't share all those details because not everyone wants to hear all that crap all the time. You guys want to hear it short, quick, straight to the point style. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. I love ya. Stay safe, stay beautiful, stay wonderful. As usual, if we are on YouTube, please don't forget to click that subscribe button and spread love, you know. Check you on the flip side, skillets. Deuces.